How to spot a true natural. A history of natural bodybuilding. The earliest record of bodybuilding dates back to the 1800s in ancient Greece, long before it was a sport. Bodybuilding was seen as a way of developing the body and establishing new records in so-called gymnasiums, where athletes would train, prepare, and develop their bodies. This is officially referred to as the true start of bodybuilding. Even though at this time the athletes were not used to any form of resistance training to shape their bodies, they relied on a battery of physical exercises to improve their skills and reach new records in their sport. Fast forward to what is widely considered as the first modern bodybuilder, Eugene Sandow. Unlike other strongmen of the late 1800s, the Persian-born Sandow was not just adept to exhibiting feats of strength, he was a sex symbol, and among the first to capitalize on displaying his developed muscular physique. 220-pound Sandow attained stardom in America and immortalized his flexing routine in front of Thomas Edison's movie camera. In 1901, this father of modern bodybuilding organized the first major bodybuilding contest, held in England's Royal Albert Hall. The Center for Substance Abuse Research believes that the use of anabolic steroids can be traced back as far as the 1930s, when scientists were able to create a synthetic form of testosterone. The true decussation between natural and assisted bodybuilding. Let's set the tone for this video. FFMI, Fat-Free Mass Index, is used to account for the amount of muscle mass a person carries in correlation to the weight and height. According to the study, if you score an FFMI between 18 and 20, you're an average human being and you've never touched a weight. 20 to 22, it's noticeable that you lift. 22 to 23, you have a very impressive physique and you're the guy that everyone goes to for diet and training advice. 23 to 24, you're genetically excellent and you're at peak. 24 to 25, you're at natural limit. 25 to 26, 99% unnatural. 26 and above, steroids. We aren't even having a discussion, case closed. Today's athletes: Jeff Cavaliere, MattDoesFitness, Jeff Nippard, Chris Jones, Merkel Fitness, RUSSWOLE, VITRUVIANPHYSIQUE, and Simeon Panda. Before we dive in, I've done a video on body fat percentage, which you loved. A second video on the difference between natural and assisted, which you received equally as well. If you enjoy these well-researched videos, do leave the video a like and subscribe. So, you guys loved my how to spot a fake natural video, which was a combination of statistical analysis and my personal opinion. However, this time around, I wanted to throw a more positive spin on it, including athletes which I believe are natural. Now, all the information, I've done a lot of research. They're accurate as possible, they're up to date. Let me know in the comment section if I'm off in any terms, and then I will note that, or I will disagree with you if not. But let's jump into the video. Before we do, if you enjoy these well-researched videos, I do love making them. Hit them with a thumbs up. But let's jump into athlete number one, Jeff Nippard. Jeff Nippard, with a height of 5'4", weight of 163.2 pounds, a body fat of 8.4%, and an FFMI of 26. According to Jeff Nippard's FFMI, it screams steroids. But Jeff's history is that he's an individual who's competed in many natural bodybuilding shows, undergoing many random tests. In 2012, he was crowned as Mr. Junior Canada. He's also a world record holder of the bench press in Canada in 2014. In terms of powerlifting, Jeff has claimed a 502-pound squat, 33 6-pound bench, and a deadlift of 518 pounds. Now, in terms of YouTube, Jeff Nippard is well known and one of the go-to individuals that's science-backed, it's well-researched. Jeff is very meticulous in terms of how he goes in terms of his training and nutrition. A physique like that I do believe is achievable naturally, and it's very impressive. So I do believe that even though Jeff does have an FFMI of 26 and above, you can consider Jeff as one of the most optimal trainers in terms of nutrition and fitness. So a physique like that is very achievable naturally, although the FFMI says differently. Let's move on into the second Jeff Cavaliere. Jeff Cavaliere, also known as Athlete X, has a height of 5'10", weight of 173 pounds, a body fat of 6%, and an FFMI of 23.4. FFMI ranks him within the natural realm. However, a lot of individuals do call him out because he is able to stay lean year-round. Let's look at his background. Jeff Cavaliere is a certified physical therapist, and he is the ex-fitness and strength coach of the New York Mets. Jeff's background on YouTube is amassed with a lot of training footage and also going about correct diet and nutrition. Now, in terms of an individual like Jeff, whose whole life is revolved around fitness, training, and nutrition, he's very meticulous in terms of his work on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he's the same when it comes to his diet and training. A physique like that is very achievable naturally, and a person like Jeff should be able to maintain a very lean physique year-round. He does stay active in terms of his work, filming all those workout videos. A physique like that can be maintained year-round. Although I do know a lot of people might disagree with that. Let me know in the comments what you think about an individual like Jeff, because I think he's very interesting. Our third athlete, MattDoesFitness, with a height of 6'1", a weight of 198 pounds, a recorded body fat of 14.1% done by a DEXA scan, and FFMI of 22.7. MattDoesFitness falls within the natural realm. However, a lot of individuals have called him out because Matt has had the sudden transformation. However, Matt does have a history with powerlifting, and if you guys do notice, Matt never underwent rigorous cuts and rigorous bulks. Most of his content was focused on powerlifting, and a lot of that time he was more focused on building muscle. Matt, I do believe, is an individual that you can look up to in terms of being able to achieve a physique naturally. Someone who sticks in terms of being able to build muscle. And in terms of what I think personally, a physique like that is very achievable naturally. He doesn't have any crazy weight fluctuations. Our next athlete is Chris Beastmode Jones, with a height of 5'7", a weight of 175 pounds, body fat of 7%, and an FFMI of 26. Now, Chris Jones, irrespective of his FFMI, which screams steroids, Chris Jones is genetically gifted in terms of his muscle belly insertions, and his number of years of training are over 10 years. Chris Jones has dedicated his entire life to fitness and training, and if you do watch his videos, he is meticulous in terms of how he runs his diet. He enjoys the occasional drinks every weekend. As he says, he likes to cut a rug. Chris Jones is one of those African American individuals that you can call a BBC, that you can consider a very gifted individual. He has structured bulks and structured cuts. So Chris Jones is a very achievable physique naturally, and you do need to take genetics into consideration. Genetics plays a major role in terms of how well you perform in the fitness industry. Our next athlete is Merkle Fitness. Michael Smith is his name, a Gymshark and EHP Labs athlete. I mentioned that because he might be not as well known as the other athletes I've mentioned before. His height is 5'9", a weight of 175 pounds, body fat at 9%, an FFMI of 23.8, which falls within the natural realm. Now, Merkle Fitness is very meticulous about his diet. He trains very hard. He's a certified personal trainer, and as you can see through his videos and footage, he knows what he's doing. He is impressive in terms of his muscle definition within 3 years worth of training. I don't have much more or much less to say about him, but that is a very achievable physique within 3 years worth of training. If I also want to compare himself to me, we do have very similar physiques. However, I do think that he is more developed compared to me. And me, myself, I can speak that I am a natural athlete. A physique like that is achievable naturally. Let me know in the comments if you guys would disagree with this point, and if you've heard him or not. He has great content. I do recommend you check him out. Our next athlete is Russell Orhe. A height of 5'6", weight of 193.8 pounds, body fat at 10.7%, an FFMI of 28. He records a squat of 690 according to the IPF, a bench of 430 pounds, and a deadlift of 717. Russell Orhe screams steroids with an FFMI of 28. However, Russell has represented America in the International Powerlifting Federation. He has been tested numerous times. The IPF is a very well-tested agency that is controlled by WADA, which stands for World Anti-Doping Agency. Now, an individual like Russell is a perfect example of genetics. Russell's bone structure, his height is perfect for powerlifting, and it is why he's number one at the category of 83 kilograms. That is where I also want to say an individual at that size is genetically gifted and how far genetics can take you. Personally, when I first was introduced to Russell, it screamed steroids to me. However, after watching him a number of years competing in all these federations in terms of bodybuilding and powerlifting that undergo regular testing, at some point he should have been caught out. And representing America in powerlifting, it does show you that individuals can have a crazy FFMI, a physique that blows your mind, and you believe absolutely not you can't achieve a physique like that naturally. The amount of muscle mass that he has according to his height is insane. Next athlete, Vitruvian Physique, recording a height of 6 foot, a weight of 170 pounds, body fat of 7%, and an FFMI of 21. Now, everyone knows Vitruvian Physique for his well-researched knowledge in terms of his fitness and training. Vitruvian has come out and spoken about his ideology in terms of fitness and has claimed natural and competed within a number of shows. Now, a person like Vitruvian Physique has also a very achievable natural physique. And if you compare a person like Vitruvian Physique to Chris Jones, Merkel Fitness, you can see that there's such a wide range of what is capable in terms of within a natural athlete. Again, this is my personal opinion. Everybody will have a different one. Unless you've seen it with yourself, no one will know exactly if someone is natural or not unless the person comes out and says it themselves. But I do believe a physique like that is natural. Also looking at his background, his history, how long he's been training, a physique like that is very achievable naturally and something that a lot of natural athletes should look up to. Finally, Simeon Panda. Recording a height of 6'1", a weight of 220 pounds, a body fat of 6%, and an FFMI of 29. I am going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to present you a number of reasons why I believe he's natural, and I want you guys also, don't attack me and kill me in the comments, but have a debate with me in the comments section. Simeon Panda is of African descent. It is not impossible to believe that he's in that 1% percentile of being genetically gifted. Let me show you these African bodybuilders. They don't have any exposure to performance-enhancing drugs, and these individuals have lived within Ghana. Kubila is one of them. I did my research on them. Now, people in Africa are amongst the genetically gifted, and you can see all these boys have been training for about 3 to 4 years. Their nutrition isn't the best, but they eat clean. Now, let's look at Simeon Panda. Let's look at his brother. Let's look at his dad. Simeon Panda, within African descent, why is it impossible to believe that an individual like that, and if you've seen his videos, he is very meticulous in terms of his diet. He's even as strict as the amount of salt he puts in his food. Discipline over the years and the correct genetics can have an FFMI of 29 and just be one of those individuals who are genetically blessed. Comparing Simeon Panda to Chris Jones or Simeon Panda to Russell Orhe, for example, who I know a lot of people believe can fall within the natural realm. What is so impossible about an individual like Simeon Panda being able to have a physique like that and natural? Fine, the fact that is year-round, but I have learned myself, if you're disciplined throughout the year in terms of your diet, that if it is your business, this is how you make your money, and you are focused in terms of achieving success for your life, it is also possible that he is genetically gifted. He's one of those individuals that were born to be a bodybuilder, that he is a natural athlete. I sometimes think, why does he go out of his way to prove to the world that he's natural? Fine, maybe he's not, but at this point he's also given up and he hasn't changed his stance on it. That is just how I look at it. Not everyone can achieve a physique like that, and it's totally okay to believe that he's on steroids. Fine if he does come back to this video and kill me if he ever does admit it, but I have seen the fitness industry all have this constant agenda against him, saying that he's not natural, but other individuals who have similarly impressive physiques claiming they're natural. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm gonna leave it here. Let me know in the comments. I have a reputation for replying to all the comments, so let me know what you think. I will reply. If you did enjoy the video, if you did enjoy the history that I threw in there, leave the video the thumbs up. I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Click the bell button, subscribe here, and yeah, over. I need to go study.